Sidearms are getting an indirect buff with the 30th anniversary update, so here's 5 reasons you should take notice. The first reason is that not only are the hit scan properties of their in-game function being updated on the back end of the game engine to feel more consistent when firing on a target, but also with the introduction of the full auto mod plus the soon to be full auto trigger option in the settings with the Witch Queen DLC, they are going to be more accessible than ever before to more of the player base. I have personally never used a sidearm unless it rolls with full auto, or has it as an intrinsic perk like the Suros rapid fire frames. So this new update is really going to open up a whole new ballpark, not just for myself, as well as you at home. Farewell is a perfect example of having a full auto perk that is now no longer required. This lightweight frame sidearm not only intrinsically gives you a mobility boost, meaning that those pesky hunters don't need a max 100 stat build, but it also has a number of the newer and top tier perk combinations. Heating up, subsistence and rangefinder are all excellent perk options, and in the final perk column, fresh is going to be even more useful with the ability changes and super regeneration rework, and Vorpal weapon is going to give you bonus damage to bosses and guardians in their supers. Adrenaline Junkie is definitely one to go for in my opinion. It's becoming a new swashbuckler with the December update, and so each kill will grant stacks up to 5 times, with a grenade final blow granting an instant 5 times stack. With grenade builds being incredibly powerful, I'd expect to see this perk flying around more often. You can still easily grind for the Farewell sidearm via the Season of the Splicer Umbral engrams at Helm, using data fragments obtained from completing the override activity. Reason 2. Most sidearms have an average and very forgiving time to kill of between 0.5 and 0.75 seconds, with an effective range of about 15 to 20 meters regardless of the actual archetype in the Crucible. They all generally have excellent handling, meaning you can swap between weapons quickly too, as well as high aim assist and near vertical recoil direction. Lonesome is primed to take the PvP top spot here. Now if you didn't pick this sidearm up from Xur recently, then I think that you truly missed out on one of the easiest purchases of a god roll you will ever find, and will now need to look out on engrams or hope he resells it soon. With its precision frame offering well-rounded stats, as well as it having the best range out of all legendary sidearms, with this Xur roll topping off at 85, it sits just 3 below the Traveller's Chosen. Rapid Hit is easily the best perk here, granting bonus stability and reload speed on precision hits, making an excellent match with either Kill Clip or Swashbuckler for a top tier shredding machine. Demolitionist isn't a bad shout either, to be honest. Again, a great option for the upcoming sandbox changes. Reason 3. Sidearms are extremely underrated though in PvE content, and although everyone's favourite unstoppable champion sidearm mod is always in the artifact, they're actually perfect to shred through red bars as well as yellow bar enemies. The 7th Seraph sidearm has always filled this void for me, and despite the Warmind cell nerf in Season 15, it can still do some incredible things. I've always had a full auto version of this, but now it opens up the perk pool for me to look at other options. It's a lightweight frame, so it offers all the mobility boosts as we previously mentioned, and despite having the lowest range out of all sidearms, they will still just operate effectively out of the Chaperone's range. This sidearm though is not only very unique because of its Warmind cell capability, but it is also one of the only sidearms that can roll with Demolitionist in the 3rd perk column. From memory, the Sunset fan favourite Breachlight was the only other sidearm that has ever rolled with this perk as an option in the 3rd column, as it's now a perk we only ever really see in the final column outside of certain heavy weapons. Vorpal is arguably the pick in the final column, or Surrounded if you're extremely brave. Reason 4. Sidearms are actually perfect hybrid weapons, where a good roll for PvE will also actually be an excellent and effective choice for PvP too. Make sure you let me know in the comments which is your favourite sidearm and why. The Vision Omolon Adaptive Free Burst sidearm is highly likely to become meta this next season, as it has the highest optimal time to kill at 0.5 seconds, and with perks like Kill Clip bumping this up to a crazy pre-nerf Recluse level of just 0.37 seconds, you can instantly see what an ease of access change like the full auto mod option is going to do to its popularity. With excellent stability for a sidearm that pumps out so much damage, as well as well-rounded stats everywhere else including recoil, aim assist and handling, it makes grinding the override activity and Season of the Splicer Umbral engrams for a drop even more worth it. Killing Wind will be an excellent pick in the 3rd column, especially for PvP to go with a Kill Clip roll. Otherwise, Ambitious Assassin will boost the magazine size on kills and can do bits when used alongside Swashbuckler. Reason 5. Sidearms, like many weapons, can have near seamless synergy with builds, mainly thanks to a handful of top tier perks. Wellspring Demolitionist and Fresh could be meta perks in the updated sandbox as we venture into year 5 of Destiny 2, regardless of the game mode you enjoy playing. Peace Bond is a prime example of this, and mainly because of its unique place in the sandbox. It's the only legendary stasis sidearm available, and it's also one of only 2 legendary weapons to come with the stasis perk Headstone. As a neutral perk on the Peace Bond, it will not only create a stasis crystal on precision final blows, but it will also freeze or slow nearby targets too. If you're using a stasis subclass, this instantly allows you to take advantage of a number of stasis fragments such as the Whisper of Change for damage resistance, and you can even use your beloved Shatter Dive on it too. It is an adaptive frame sidearm just like the Vision with a 3-round burst, and is only obtainable from the Iron Banner event. Rangefinder and Killing Wind are standouts for PvP to boost the range, but even the newly updated Pulse Monitor, which will activate more often, could now be a goer to help keep the rate of fire up before needing to reload during combat. Swashbuckler is there again, as is Demolitionist in the final perk column, but you really shouldn't be looking past Headstone on this stasis sidearm to be honest. There's obviously some honourable exotic mentions. Cryosphesia and Devil's Ruin will not have access to the full auto mod initially, but in the Witch Queen they will benefit from the full auto option in the settings menu. Cryosphesia in particular is getting a rework to its exotic perk, so it'll have a variable trigger much like Hardlight does to activate the freezing round. Using this won't automatically eat your entire magazine either, so it'll definitely become a more viable, user-friendly stasis weapon moving forward. If you don't like sidearms though, maybe you like unlimited special weapon ammo, so check out this quick video guide shown here to find out how to do this.